Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's time for our show. It's time for Love Hacks. We have a little bit of an introduction just for you. We got us a show. It's as big as the world. It's on Wednesdays at 7 with two boys and a girl. Love Hacks. Baby, love hacks.
That's awful. That is awful.
No, it was awesome. It was great. That was beautiful, Lee. I love it. You don't like anything, Billy.
It's okay.
You don't like anything. He had a bad week.
Let me just do.
It's as big as
Billy,
a whale.
Hey, if Billy'd been
Is
singing
it or is it
like
not?
this, are you ready? Love hacks, love hacks.
I'm going to kill you both by the end of the week.
I hope so.
All right, maybe
I'm ready
you guys
for
will
it.
like this one better. Hold on. That was a little too fast. So
Stop.
that one wasn't bad. Come on, man.
Made that
Stop.
sound like I was in an elevator in the 1970s.
Okay. Billy's had a bad week. He's under a lot of stress.
Hey,
You got to forgive him.
You know what? I wouldn't even know where to hit a button to start to be as creative as Lee Bailey. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's true.
Derek
Now my
Pearson-
camera froze
Derek-
up already. I'm coming
Derek
back.
Pearson is sending out his
You're
intro.
fine. Dude, now that she's gone. Just kidding.
Where'd she go?
Did you read my text? She froze up. Did you read my text to you?
No,
Okay, I just sent you a text. I think
I can't get off. If I answer my text, I got to get off my phone. Yeah, I know. I got you.
Okay, all right. That's
That
hang
gives her-
loose,
that-
everyone, just so
that
you
is her
know.
that is her empowerment.
That's hang loose, everybody.
This is hang loose,
There she
hang
is.
high.
Hang high, hang loose. Woo, doggy. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on this show, we've had a little bit of a back and forth before we came on the air, and disclose everything. By the way, I see a bunch of people watching. Please like and share the program. At least
Right
like
here.
so we can say hi to you. We can give you proper props. See, the bird even said, "Say
Do
like
it. He
and
said
share."
like and share.
He said
Willis
like and
said
share.
like
Birds on the menu.
Yeah, birds.
He's
Did you
part of
ever
the
hear about
show.
the
He's
parrot?
part of the show.
The parrot that the guy.
I will eat that thing with some freaking French onion soup.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, listen. I heard this great story about a parrot. This guy went to a store. He said, "I need a bargain basement price for a parrot." I got a parrot for you, but I don't know. He's not very expensive, but he's got a foul mouth. He was raised by this sailor, and he's like, "Oh, nah, I'll take him." So he brings him home. This bird, F you, shut the F up. I mean, just constantly cussing. Finally, the guy keeps telling his bird, "Be quiet, don't say that." Keep saying it. So to teach him a lesson, he stuck him in the freezer and closed the door, but he forgot about him. So he came back. He's like, "Oh no!" Came back to the freezer. He opened it up, and the freezer's in there. The bird's in there flicking it off. All right, everybody, that's enough for my little joke.
That was awful.
Wait, no. The parent said, "What did the chicken do?" That's how the joke goes.
Oh, that one too. I've heard that's a different one. That's a different one. I like the
My
one.
favorite was I saw a news clip about 3 months ago, actual news clip, a cop show.
Yeah.
And they showed up like the SWAT team and everybody. And the guy's out working on his car and they're like, "Can I help you?" And they're like, "Yeah, there's a woman screaming for her life about being raped and quit knifing me and attacking me." And he goes, "Yeah, hang on a second. Let me go get her." They're like, "Don't move." "No, you don't." And he goes, "You don't understand. It's my bird." And the guy's like, "Yeah, get the hell out of here." Guns on his head, like weapons. He's like, "It's my bird." He goes in there. He brings the bird out and the bird goes, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Stop killing me. Get off me."
Yeah.
Sounded like a girl. It's hysterical.
Well, you know what? Parrots mimic. So that guy must have been doing something to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably watching-
Don't keep
probably
him in the
watching Criminal
bedroom.
Minds.
Yeah, don't keep your parrot in the bedroom.
Never.
One of our
Watching
subjects
Criminal
tonight.
Minds.
one of our topics tonight is going to be sex, which we're going to get to in a little while. We're going to start off with something else. But can you imagine a parrot being in your bedroom? And especially,
I'm sure Lisa can.
Right.
Hey.
Well, by the way, if anybody didn't
notice,
notice, via the sex thing, Billy is coming to us live from where all the magic happens in his place. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
See that headboard back there? That circa 1970s.
From my bedroom because my new job after 2 weeks is killing me. I'm on my feet all day. I'm running around. Of course, I wore boots my first week like an idiot. And now
that's the most comfortable thing you can wear, dude.
No, the boots are the most comfortable. They're just not good on your back. They're not good on anything.
Oh,
so
I love boots.
I finally switched it up, but my legs and feet kill me every day. So I'm not hauling that chair out to the yard and doing a show.
I like your circa 1970s headboard. That's nice.
That's right.
Nice.
It goes well with the porn stash.
That's right. Beautiful diagrams. That's right. That's right.
He's got the whole ensemble now.
Bow, bow.
He's ready.
I even leave it a little loose.
So it hits the wall? Yeah. There you go. Let the neighbors know.
Have you guys seen the commercial? The commercial for the little thing that you put behind the headboard and you holds the headboard away from the wall? Yeah, we know what that's for. We know what that's for. That's for nothing but one thing.
Come up with a pillow. There should be a head pillow. Like, stop, move me down. Move me down a little further. My head's killing me. You need a head pillow.
You're speaking from experience, I can tell.
I know. Trust me.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, guess what? Billy, that note, Billy.
You know why? Because I am crude and crass, and I love head. Why do you think they call it a headboard?
All right.
There's a reason.
Hey, Billy, just so you know, our guests that we have tuning in right now, Kevin Spillin, Pat Malone, Steve Day, and Pam Green Rosamondo, Billy.
Right on. Hello, Pammy.
Right.
She knows.
So let's try and make a G-rated. Oh, Lord, you're in trouble now.
We're going G-rated tonight.
You're in trouble, boy.
She says I don't talk about her enough on the show. I'm
well, there you go.
Her everywhere.
She said hello.
Hello.
Right. And then there's Mikey Love. Ramrod.
Mikey Love's on the show. He's the man.
Yeah, man. I've never seen him on before.
Mikey Love is a new bartender at the Social House. He knows all about love.
Nice. That's cool. He looks like he's been around the block a few times.
Yes, he's the man, dude.
Get a real job. I stopped by and saw him working. Billy got a real job. Kevin Spillin.
He did, man. He drove that Cobra, and the owner comes running down the aisle. He goes, I think your buddy's here. I didn't see him, but I heard him coming up the block.
Right.
Great guy. Came in, bought some things. Just my guy. You know, that's my guy. Yeah. My people take care. Our people take care of me, and they come see me. And
I was going to come today, bro.
It was a good day.
I was going to come today. Just waltz in there and start making start arguing.
Hey, I want my key. If you really want to mess me up, come in and say, I want Billy Riley, but he's got to make keys, and I need paint stirred and a couple other things because I have no idea what's going on.
Expect it. It's going to happen. I'm showing up.
Yeah, I'm coming in, dude.
I already know.
I'm going to be the biggest Karen you've ever met.
But I'm proud. Hey, Jerry, what's up? Retired, my buddy, Jerry Humphreys. Great career. I spent a lot of time looking for what I was going to do. Then I said, what do I want to do? And then it became, what do I need to do? And when you put all those together and you're mid-50s trying to figure out what's next, I have a fabulous client called Twins Ace Hardware. Twins, two guys, Craig and Jeff Smith. One in Fairfax and one in Arlington. Mm-hmm. And tied to a third store in Bethesda called Stroh-Snyder's. And they're just top of the line. Clients, people, community-driven, everything. So I said, listen, dude, throw me a lifeline. What do you need me to do? I'll sweep floors, whatever. And they said, come on in. We need you to sweep floors and stock shelves and be good with customers and bring your marketing down to Arlington. And you know what? I love it. It's, I'm not below anything. And I love the hardware business now. I love the people that come in the door. It's a lot of millennials. So we get to talk projects and the tattoos everywhere and art. And everybody wants to chit chat a little bit. Nobody just comes in and says, where's the plumbing and stuff? So
right.
anyway, that's for Monday's show.
And I got to tell the folks
about Twin Ace hardware. But tonight,
we will.
Let's get at it.
All right, let's get at it. So the first thing we want to talk about this evening, my decision. I'm the producer, gal, darn it.
It's up to you. Lee, go where you want to go.
He put his giant foot down.
Huh? Put my giant foot down?
Yeah.
Lisa and I were back and forth on subjects.
Yeah, you'll never win with me.
Here's the first one. Oh, yeah.
Back and forth, right?
That's why I'm here. All right.
We argue like a married couple now.
We're not doing that. That's not the topic right now.
In a previous life or might be in a next life.
and you all have the sex life of a married couple too. Oh, okay. No, I'm kidding, folks. I was talking about the fact that married couples don't have a sex life. Okay, never mind.
I get it. We got it.
That's what I meant. No, I'm just making sure everybody watching doesn't think I'm speaking ill of anyone. What do you have a towel there for? What were you doing before you came on the air, Billy?
What do you mean a towel, brother?
What's on your nightstand? Do you have lotion on your nightstand? Do you have a box of tissues?
What is that?
Blankie, brother. And
your blankie.
Lisa, what did you say?
What's on your nightstand?
He's got rubbers. He's got
lotion. Lotion. What kind of lotion?
Hold on.
Lucerne.
Candles.
Oh man.
Candle. Look at that.
He's romancing himself now.
I'm a single man.
I hear you're breaking up.
You want to see the top drawer?
Let me see some of the your.
Let's see the top drawer.
No, I don't want to see the top drawer. No, he's probably got electronic help devices.
I have all kinds of electronic help devices.
Oh, God.
Look who's
I don't
here.
need to know this.
She can come and join us on the next section.
Hey, Carrie.
We're going to have her be on the show in a couple weeks.
Carrie Crawford, if she's going to join one of our sex episodes, is going to be on episode 3, and it's all her. Because I wouldn't know where to start.
All her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All her.
That's a good idea. I like that.
She's a superstar, dude.
She's absolutely one.
I call her for subjects.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom.
Tom Hawksworth.
Right on.
Stevie Day's having a good time. He's laughing at us.
It's always good to see Steve.
Right on. All right. Throw it.
All right. So I want to know from you guys, since I'm been married 20 years, I don't know what millennials and what older folks like ourselves do anymore on dates. So I'm sure there's people watching who are dating at our age, new to it probably, whether they're widows, or just got rid of that piece of junk out and put them out on the street, whatever it is. They're dating. After we've talked about the first couple of dates, right? We've talked about what do you do? How does it go? How do you progress? I want to know, is the next dates, like the third and fourth dates, are those supposed to be romantic dates, or are they more friendship dates, building that friendship base? Or what do you say, Lisa, to that? What kind of dates are you looking to have in your third and fourth dating experience?
Okay, so if you're dating somebody, you're not looking for a fishing buddy. You're looking for romance, things like that. So I always say go with romantic dates. Go to a nice restaurant, do that. If you treat me like a fishing buddy, I'm going to treat you like one.
Yeah.
So I say stick with the romance. Women love it. And there goes Billy.
Well, I was going to say, you have seen the movie Brokeback Mountain, right? So sometimes fishing buddies.
That was a romantic movie now, wasn't it?
It was.
Never watched it. I heard it was a good movie. Never watched it. No.
It was very romantic.
So if Lisa thinks it's romantic, third, fourth, fifth date, do those. I had a really good phone call this week with a very good friend of mine who's also happens to be a relationship coach, and she coaches strictly 20s and 30-year-olds, and she's 30-ish, and she reviewed our show, and she's actually watched 2 of them before she came back with the reviews. And she says that we have nailed the late to early to mid 40s through 65, 70 dating scene correctly. We've nailed it between Lisa and I and Lee. But the millennials, and as you've noticed, the bar business follows the decades of the groups. Everything about the mid to late 20s and 30-year-olds is group dating. It's a lot of group dating. It's a lot of beer halls, winery outings, rafting trips, camping groups, bike club. It's all about that, like getting together and doing stuff. And I find that that's very easy because they're still trying to find their first life. And I get that. So I'm going to agree with Jeanette and say, Jeanette, I know you're going to be watching, that I concur. That it's much easier dating when you're younger and doing things. When you're on your second life and you're trying to figure out what's next and what you're doing, most guys have either figured out whether they're romantic or not romantic, or what they're going to do. What's the agenda? Do I want to bang this chick? Do I want to do this? Is she just somebody I'm going to date? You already have your agenda kind of set.
Yes,
So
that's true. That's very true.
If I'm just set on I'm going to go do this, then it might be chicken McNuggets and the Shamrock Shake if you're lucky, and you're going to like it. So, of course, I'm being facetious. But if I'm going to go on a romantic date,
Lisa, he said he's being
pretty much
facetious.
figured out kind of the vibe of this thing.
Yeah.
Well, do I know her? Have I known her for a while? What have our phone calls been like? Is she sexy on the phone? Is there talks and discussions? And then you still try to figure it out.
Right.
And then I'm going to agree with Lisa. The third, fourth date should be nice. I don't know how to define romantic. I mean, yeah, it's without any buddies or pals. It's Billy.
I agree.
So Carrie, just for a disclaimer, Carrie Crawford has run my business for 5 years. There's not a closer human being to me on the planet. She knows every inch and move of the things that I do, and the bad days, and the good days, and stuff. So she knows that, have I met people that I adore right away? And has it gone right to romance and sex quickly? Yeah. But I have a new life coach out there that's hard as a ball. He's a ball buster and a fucking knee knocker, and just fucking pulls my fucking hair out like I want to stick needles in my eye after every session. And that's Lisa Marie. And she has beaten it into my head that I'm a great guy, but I'm a 2-year dater tops. I got no plan. I got no agenda. So you know what? While I'm doing these things, I could have gotten back in the beer business or liquor, but I chose to go somewhere that I got to answer a bell. I got a full set schedule. I have a staff that counsel me. I'm learning upper management. I'm doing it. And you know what? Maybe I'll be able to stay with the woman longer because I'm a little more secure. I feel like I'm working on Neptune. But so when I'm on the third or fourth date now, or I'm trying to figure out what's next, it's because I have to position myself in a different place. So I don't mind romantic dates.
Here's the thing. There's a difference between romance and sex. Romance is the anticipation. And in the beginning of a relationship, that's what it's all about. That's all the excitement is, that anticipation. So don't shortchange yourself.
So what do you mean? Once you've done it, that goes away?
It's different.
What?
It's
You don't think
different.
it's different,
It's
Billy?
only different if
All right.
4 or 5 things didn't occur for me.
We're not talking about sex yet.
Oh, that's right.
We're still talking about where we're going to go, what we're going to do.
I forgot.
But romance and sex are 2 different things. Romance is the anticipation.
Can y'all tell who wanted to go to the sex talk tonight? Can you tell? Because she's moving us there as fast as she can.
She's trying to move the needle.
I said there's a difference between sex and romance. That's what I said.
I'm going to guess it's because she's been stagnant for a while.
Do I have permission to give him the middle finger on the show?
Always.
I'm about to.
Of course,
it's gonna happen.
So Billy, while you were talking, I like this guy.
All right, romance.
Yeah.
If I'm going to romance somebody, especially in this day and age, and I'm going to spend X amount of dollars, and I'm going to go use some of my extensive clout at some bar, restaurant, and get a nice table, and do all that stuff, there's a partial expectation.
Okay. I hear you.
What? So I have romance on my mind, and I like the romance.
What's the difference between romance and sex? What's the difference?
You asking me?
Yeah.
We're asking you, buddy. What's your opinion?
So, according to Lisa Marie, romance is the lead up. It's the foundation you try to build. It's the excitement. It's the, oh my God, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And the dating and all that other thing. Sex, I guess sex is the culmination of where that romance has led, and you've decided to share your body with somebody else.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Good answer.
But thank you so much, because I'll hear about it later. So, and I appreciate you. It only took you 2 or 3 weeks to understand that this is entertainment here and not like the Billy that calls you, because you took me a while to discern the two. So it's also kind of factual. There are guys out there trying to
for some people, absolutely.
There are guys out there trying to figure out, this is my 4th date. We did the winery. Yahoo. We've done the walk around the mountain. Maybe we did a hike. Well, you know what? If I'm on a hike because I don't hike, I'm looking for the blind spots so I can get around behind the rocks.
Kevin Spillen says the difference between romantic and sex is about $200.
It depends on where you're shopping. If you're shopping Craigslist, yeah, probably.
Exactly.
Kevin Spillen is correct.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not going to put a monetary number on sex and romance. Listen, I like romance like everybody else. I want somebody to dig me. That's my goal, Lisa. I don't mind having certain discussions. I just want somebody to dig me. I want them to find. You know what? Here's what I don't want. Hey, it's Friday. I'm going to my sister's. And Saturday, I got to go do this. I want somebody.
I got to get a shower.
Out a way to get to me. What are they doing to get to me? Get me off the pay no attention list. Okay? Get me off, especially now in these day and age. Everybody's got a story, whether it's good or bad. Everybody's got a story. Every person has been affected. Well, how I've been affected, I've been alone too much. And not only alone too much, I have way too much to share as a human being. I'm awesome to be around. I'm dead honest. You're brutally honest. You're going to get
modest as hell.
I might even say it differently, but it's honest. You're getting the right. And you know what? If you can't find a way to get to me, I'm going to find somebody who can.
Yeah. I hear you.
That's it. So that's romantic to me. I find that to be romantic. What do you think, Lisa?
I have a question for you, Billy. What do you call a woman who refuses to be used for sex?
Okay, well, I mean, you know what? You're getting complicated a little bit. So,
just a question.
So, first of all, I don't think men can take that position. Women can. That is a weapon. Sex
You're
is a
avoiding the question. You're avoiding the question.
Sex is a weapon for women. It is completely utilized. I have dated many women. Guess what the charm was? Dude, I am going to throw it at you like a thunderball. I'm going to rock your world. I'm going to let you do whatever you want. And guess what? I'm going to treat you like a king. Hey, I did that for 3.5 years. Believe it. Fabulous person.
But you didn't answer the question. What do you call a woman who refuses to be used for sex?
So that is your wording for that. If
no,
I
just want an answer.
I don't think women have that gear. I don't think women feel like this is just me. I have not met one that feels like you're just using me to have sex with. I think it's an ends to me. First of all, I'm a very physical person. If it's not part of my weekly rotation, not, hey, it's Thursday. Guess what? Nothing good on TV. I'm going to bang you tonight. Get out of here. I want a rotating sexual experience in my relationship where I'm having sex on a standard basis. Doesn't have to be daily.
Uh-oh. He left. He bounced out. Oh, there he is.
what it
Oh,
has
there you
to
go. You're back.
is constantly a part of the relationship.
Right.
So I don't really understand the question. If I have a woman looked at me and said, "You know what?
Do you think
don't
that
love
women
me.
get used for sex? Do you think
You
that they
don't."
do?
Then the question starts
Do
like
they?
this. Then I get you're telling me they do. I have not done that.
You don't know
I
that,
use-
but I'm saying in general, do women, not necessarily you or me or anybody else, but in general, do women get used for sex?
I don't do that, so I can't really answer.
Yeah, they're called
I'm
prostitutes.
sure it occurs. I'm sure it occurs because
Okay.
women want the interpersonal relationship. The feelings are different. All this because you can get to sex as the root question, which is probably where you want to head anyway. Women have sex because it's emotional, it's a feeling, and it's something to get. But I did not have that in 3.5 years. I had a woman that had sex because they had nice dinners and went out to nice places and did whatever she wanted. She came and went as she wanted. Didn't have any tie to me or anything. I chose to stay in it because the game was good. But I don't know what the long part looks. But the point I'm trying to make is that I think that if a woman feels like she's getting used for sex, then she's not getting what she wants out of the relationship, obviously.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so women do get used for sex.
Okay.
And so there's women out there that are saying, "Hey, I'm not going to be that girl. I'm not going to get used for sex."
But what is the result, Lisa? What does the woman say if
the result is that you get rid of all the losers and the tire kickers and the players and all of that, and you end up with somebody decent. That's the result.
So somebody decent that's going to love you and honor you, not fucking somebody else, not on the rampage.
Right.
Somebody decent. Is that decent to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What do you call that person?
Yeah. What do you call
what do you call that woman?
That's what she was asking you, Billy.
Oh,
I'm asking you. What do you call that woman who says?
Well, I think that's a decent man. Make sure you're ready to go to church every Sunday, and make sure that you're going out to fundraisers. And
your
night out is going over to the Thompsons next door and having barbecue.
It doesn't have anything to do with religion. It doesn't.
I'm just talking about the whole process because
women of any religion or no religion don't want to get used, just like men don't want to get used.
Right.
I gotta. You guys keep going.
All right.
What are you doing, Billy? Put the lotion away.
He got somebody. No. No, he's getting text messages from people, and it's bouncing them.
Yeah, I'm getting blasted. So
Kevin said you know what Kevin said? He said, call Sister Mary Frances. She's a nun. You'll be good.
I know.
All right. So Lisa, here's the question for you from Tom. Do you think men get used for sex?
They can, yeah. Sure.
I'm here to say, hey, Tom, great question. Answer's yes.
Anybody can.
Billy gets used for sex all the time.
I had a person tell me that the last year that the reason
men's biggest fear in the world is getting used for sex. Every man I know is like, I pray to God I don't get used for sex.
It's terrible, isn't it, Billy?
I've never heard that.
It's a terrible life to be. It's a
I've
terrible
never
life
heard that
to
from
live.
one man.
No,
but I have had one woman tell me that I stayed with you only because the last year is because you made me important in bed and the sex was fabulous and you did this and that. And I said, I know what I did to you. It's fabulous. And I know I made you important. But that's the only reason she kept me around.
Hey, Billy. Carrie Crawford says she uses several men for sex.
That's right. Carrie Crawford got the right answer. I wish I wish I had her gears once in a while.
So, is it better to use somebody for sex or use them for money?
What's the difference?
What is the difference? What is the difference?
There's a lot of difference. You can use me for sex all day long.
Because if a man has money, you're certainly fucking him.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is that using somebody is using them. No matter what you're using them for, you're still being used.
Right. So I would much rather be used for sex.
Yes.
But it has been both. Not even just money. People fame. I mean, I was pretty rock star bartender. I had girls just date me so they could go to cool places. That's fine. But sex played a role every time because I have rules.
Yeah.
rules and regulations.
But using people is using people, whether you're using it for sex or money or whatever. It's still using somebody. You know, there's
Okay.
still not that authentic bond being built there. It is a parasitic relationship that you don't want to be in.
Yeah,
Right.
Terry Crawford, I disagree with you. Sometimes,
Sex
but
is
not.
never free.
Sex is never free.
Never. It's either emotion. See, Carrie Crawford, and I'm not going to let anything out of the bag because
Right.
Carrie
Well,
Crawford
you'll
gets
just
to
talk
come on
around
the
it.
show, and she gets to be Carrie Crawford, and
Yeah.
she gets to discuss,
Talk about what she wants. Right.
her lifestyle, how she wants it to be. You know, she's got the hood rat to deal with. She's got the other child that's the mom. They follow everything. So, I'm not going to discuss what her choices are, but I respect them. She absolutely astounds me. She's a hero. She's a fabulous grandmother, mother, partner to her, whoever she chooses for the night, and she's fabulous. But that is a mindset that she was able to take herself to.
Yeah, and we're gonna do a show about that mindset,
right?
You know,
and you're gonna blow. It's gonna blow both your minds. You have no clue.
I do have a clue. Enough. I wasn't born last night.
You cannot read enough. You cannot go to tapes or things enough to understand the world Carrie Crawford lives in. You cannot. And trust me, I've been around. I've been around the block. You guys are neophytes. I've been around the block 100,000 times more.
You don't know anything about my life. You don't know where I've been.
I'm going to go ahead and take the under with you. So I will just say that Carrie Crawford can disseminate lots of things at one time and has a brilliant mind to it. I learned every time I talk to her. When I'm done laughing and going, get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking kidding me? You what? Who did what? What did it look like? I mean, I'm asking questions like I've never seen it. But answering the question is, sex is a tool for an end result, either a relationship, either because you like the physical act, or you're searching for goals. Women use it. I guess some men do, or men can. Men would use it as a tool. I'm a little too romantic and honest for all that stuff. I'm going to tell you, hey, I'm in this because I want to bang you. Or I'm in this because something for me to do. I'm not available for anything else, so don't look for it. And I'm pretty honest about all that. And they're going to know anyway, because if I don't do a whole lot of different things, I'm only in it for me. And I'm kind of aged out of that. But I'm...
But you never pretended that there was more involved.
No.
And so therefore, right off the bat, if a girl wanted to get busy with Billy, the ramrod, she knew,
yeah,
dude, it was just a casual thing.
I was a bartender for 30 years. The rules are stamped on my forehead. When you walk up to the bar, the rules are right there. If you need anything else, because trust me, once you're done in the bar business, which you never really are, anybody that says, I used to be a bartender, they never were. They went through the motions. Right. Bartenders are bartenders forever. And bartenders have a certain reality.
Yeah, it's a different lifestyle.
We lived in a fantasy world. Don't get me wrong. There are men I know that are professional bartenders with beautiful wives and family, and they did that. I wish I could have done that. I'd have been retired 20 years ago. I wish I had
do it for a while
in my life that could have helped me with that. And I didn't. It was much more important for me to be the center of attention out on the trips, the big game, traveling on the road with rock stars. Much more important to me than doing that. And I'm answering a lot of that now. Right. It's a shame. But romance, I'm all about it, dude. I want romance in my life. I want somebody that just calls me because they were thinking about me. And I want this or that and this and that. So, yeah.
So, okay.
So I think those third, fourth, fifth dates, I think they should be romantic because men and women both like romance.
Once it's kind of...
But what's romantic? So the question is, what's romantic, Lisa? Is romantic the guy spending $85, $150 on you for dinner? Is that romantic? Or
romantic is like an intimate setting where it's just the two of you and you can talk and you have intimate conversation.
Yeah.
And, you're not at a football game screaming and throw beer cans at people. That's not romantic,
Well, you might be at a park.
What do you mean? She might be a sports fan.
Feeding the swans,
Yeah. I mean,
Actually,
if you're looking for a fishing buddy, you're going to get treated like one.
No, but I'm.
Honestly.
So are you saying sitting on a bench at a lake feeding the swans is a fishing buddy?
No, I'm saying that, if you treat a woman like you treat
Who said
your
anything about sitting by a lake feeding the swans? That's a Lee Bailey date.
Yeah.
That's a Lee Bailey date. It absolutely is.
But that's an intimate date where it's just the two of you. You can have deep conversations and build that intimacy and all of that. That's a romantic.
Date? What kind of deep conversations do you use to?
All right, Billy, listen. So here's the deal, okay?
Hold on.
I want to take on the third. I'm going to spend some money on her on the second date, no doubt.
Dude,
okay,
you've already dumped the daisies in the semi-quasi ring on the first date.
That's
the
first
date
date.
look like for you?
Semi-quasi ring. That wasn't for 2 months. Anyway, listen. The first date was a meet and greet, right? After we'd talked on the phone 100 million times. The second date was a nice evening, dinner, spend money.
Please stop a second.
Lisa, Jesus, why do you always stop me?
On the phone, do you consider that
a date? No.
Do you consider that part of the primer? Where's the?
Oh yeah, I consider it part of the primer because you're asking questions and you're getting answers.
Dude,
although you're not getting answers that you consider are true.
I do my entire interview process over the phone.
Okay.
I can pick up.
I agree. You can.
And you know what? And nowadays, which Lisa doesn't agree with, you know what? A iPhone date or a Google Hideout date, that's a date. I got news for you. You're face to face and you're with somebody.
Now it has to be sometimes.
It's the best kind of date because I'm not having to feed you.
It's getting to know somebody.
Right.
But it's not a date. It's getting to know somebody, which is important. It's an important step.
You can't cross one off the other.
A virtual date.
So you telling me I got to be hovered over a freaking glass of wine and some mozzarella sticks for me to get to know somebody?
No, but we're talking about what is romance and what's not, and certain things aren't romantic.
Listen, I've had a bunch of FaceTime dates since March. I'm damn romantic on it. Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Jesus, I can't.
Yeah, and guess what? Guess what? That's what he gets.
Bye, Billy.
That's what you get.
Take your romance. Get the hell out.
Hang up.
Hey, hold on. Hi, honey.
Give us another. Oh, Billy, give me another one.
Hi,
Show me your lotion. How romantic is that? There you go. That's his idea of romance. Yeah, that's what happens. You bring out the lotion, you're gonna get blocked. You're getting
hung up on. Boom, done.
You guys are out of your mind. You know better than that. But I'm going to tell you this.
You're the one with the lotion, not us.
Hold on. I did have somebody on the FaceTime dates. And after about the fourth one, I said, so where do you stand on this? She's like, what? I said, these are dates. We are on dates. We can't get together because of the COVID. Started to go into mid-April. I was like, you know what? I'm not going through all this again on 4 face-to-face dates. The next time I see you, it's on.
That's romantic.
It was.
You are such a romantic guy.
Hey,
listen, Lisa.
Oh, Jesus. What is this? Wait, I'm missing the conversation.
I'll get back to it. This is the first one. Lisa, if I took you on my fishing on my yacht, would that be romantic?
No, killing animals is not romantic. I'm sorry. Dead fish, not romantic.
If Lisa was open-minded enough, she'd find my fishing expedition romantic.
No, dead fish are not romantic.
I agree.
I don't care what kind of boat you got. I'm sorry.
So what you are saying here is the tough.
No dead animals.
The tough, rugged, outdoorsy guy doesn't have a chance with you. That's right, because he's blue collar. I get it.
No. I told you. My last boyfriend of 9 years was a carpenter.
Yeah, how did that work
out? About that. 9 years.
I was a carpenter, and you were my lady. How does it go, Lee?
9 years.
I don't even know that song.
Yes, you do.
So what I'm saying is that stinky fish, dead animals are not romantic.
I'm not going to go anywhere near that, Lee.
It's just not.
Me neither. No.
I'm sorry. I don't care how big your boat is.
I think it went right over her head.
Oh my God. I thought she was about to say something else. She said, I don't care how big. And I went, yeah.
I said boat.
I know you did, but I was going.
I can't believe, you know what? How did you and I catch that immediately and she didn't even get it?
I know.
Because I'm a dumbass.
No, you're not.
So Hawksworth, hold on.
From it.
First of all, Tom says, oh, look at that. Steve Day. I love Lisa.
You know what? Steve's my crush. I got to tell you. I got a crush on him.
Uh-oh. Be careful. He might be sitting across the street in the woods tomorrow.
With some binoculars.
Right. What does Tom say?
Tom said, you can drink wine and watch the sunset over the water.
Drinking wine and watching the sunset is kind of romantic. The dead fish is not.
And if he wants to throw a line in the water, you better sit there and zip it.
I'll be like, hey, you know what? I'll be over here with my girls. When you're done killing animals and stinking up everything, go take a shower.
Oh, no. You're on the yacht with him alone.
I met a couple of women that are really athletic and outgoing. And after about 5 or 6 conversations, and we've been out on 3 or 4 dates, I got the, hey, do you want to go on a quick 3 to 5 mile run? We'll go up to this little place we go. And I said, how secluded is it? She immediately knew what I was talking about. And she said, we can be romantic on the run. I said, I'm all in. Where do you get shoes to jog in? So my boots, I can't go running in boots.
Hold on. When was this?
Somebody I was dating at some point.
Yeah, when?
I don't know.
You couldn't jog around the block right now.
Hey, right now, dude, I'm doing about.
He was 14 back then. It was PE class.
Yeah, that's different than jogging, bro.
I know it. I couldn't fucking run to the corner. So, and you know what? That's what I tell people now. I am in shape and I am athletic, but don't take me running. But I'll go 4 or 5 hours with you in the sack. That's athletic.
Even the birds
that's the trick.
Oh, no.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, there are women out there who say, you want to go for a run? I want to see how much stamina you have.
Hey, I got a friend of mine who's even tuned into this show, who's recently divorced, and she is tearing it up on a couple of nasty sites. And she says, oh my God, I had a 28-year-old kid. I said, you're 50. She said, I had a 28-year-old kid, 4 hours he rocked me. I was like, if that's your deal, go with it. She goes, yeah, I'm not going to date him. I don't want to date anybody or marry anybody. I want to get my game back on. I said, Stella, you go, girl. Get that group.
Stella.
I got some girlfriends that do the same thing. They're in their 50s. They're going out with 20-year-olds.
Right.
You know, more power to them.
20-year-olds for money or intellect.
No, and they're not looking to get married.
Out there.
They're going out for between 20 and 30-year-olds for the ride. Ask Carrie. Yes.
Endurance is a beautiful thing.
See that?
But unless you have no skill. If you have no skill, then it's like, you know what? Better put a good movie on because we're going to be here a while.
You know what, Lisa? You know what? It didn't last long, but it lasts great. Let me tell you.
I'll tell you what. That would horrify me. I have never.
Hey, if it takes you 4 hours to get the job done, you ain't doing a good job.
Right. I won't disagree with that. But I will make sure that whatever it is that you do want is happening along the way.
I'm saying
you better be ringing them up
for 4
like
hours. You better do the job several times.
You know what? That's my next thing. You know what I'm going to install right here? A captain's bell. Bing! Yeah, boy. Bing!
Like Fritzby's. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. We used to have those bells at the car dealership I worked at. If you sold a car, you walked over and went ding.
So every time a chick fakes an orgasm, a bell rings? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Maybe you know what? I would hope that wouldn't occur.
Well, it does. Statistically, it happens more often than not.
Not with this mouth.
or any other guy I know.
God
You know,
damn
the
it,
women
Billy.
are all lying about it. They're all lying about it.
Not with this mouth.
Hey.
I never met a guy that thought he was what is
Ring
it?
the bell. That's
Ring
right.
the bell.
That's right. So, like I told you, the longest relationship over the past 10 years was 3.5 years. I was told directly to my face that the last year I was with you had nothing to do with anything. I didn't care if we dated. And we did a thing. It was Friday nights. I'm not kidding you. And every Friday, she'd go to work. I would go to work, and then I would had everything planned. And it was romantic, Lisa. I had a beautiful hotel room every Friday for 9 months. Every Friday. We didn't miss one. And then we had catered food. I had cocktails or whatever the cocktail decision of the week was. And it was amazing. But I'm going to tell you something. When we were done, and you kind of get the review, because after 3 years, and
I've been told not to ask for a review.
Right. I can't
If
do
you
this
got to
anymore.
ask, then you didn't do a good job.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not that kind of review, meathead.
Is that true, Lisa?
That is true. If you got to ask, then you don't need to ask.
It's not a review on your sex. It's a review
okay.
on the road. It's a review on everything. And
okay.
I had to step back from some stuff, and she said that I was with you because the romance and the sex were awesome, but I didn't see this going anywhere further past that. So I spent a year in a relationship because the sex was fantastic and it was romantic. I don't know what she did the other 6 days of the week. I got a pretty good idea because I know her game, but I didn't care. But now I care. Now I'm all about.
That's right. You do. You're very
now
sensitive
I'm all about
man
finding
now.
somebody that I'm willing to work on something on and everything else because I'm going to answer the age-old question that most all guys have. Because here's your choice, dudes. You can choose to be a stud and a star and continue to play the game. You might get lucky here and there. Or you could find something of substance, hunker down, ride it out, and have somebody in your life. Because dying alone will suck.
Yeah.
End of story. End of story.
Hey.
And that's not going to be me. I died from March to July. I died. Without Lee Bailey, I'd be dead. Without Lisa Marie, I'd be dead. Without people that love me and saved me.
See? Look.
I wouldn't have. I would have nothing. So
he's emotional.
I am now searching for somebody that just wants me.
He's a sensitive guy.
He's a very sensitive guy.
I know. And don't tell anybody. Make sure you erase that part.
Yeah, because Billy, if he saw someone, if Billy saw somebody doing what Billy's doing, he'd say, "You pansy ass."
Yeah, he'd be like,
Hey, don't think I don't spend the week getting blasted by every guy that knows Lisa and every other guy. Listen, I am that hard ass because you're not going to get any pussy any other way than being a dick or trying to figure it out or spending money like Lisa Marie says. I mean, it's all part of the strategy. But at the end of the day, figure it out. Figure out what it is.
Right. Is that true? Steve Day wants to know. There you go. True Billy. There you go. There you go.
Any guy that thinks he's going to use me for a piece of ass is just a dumbass. I can tell you that right now.
I wonder what your skill says. Listen, you're a freaking prom queen. You're like, hey, listen, anybody's keeping score that got you, yeah, they go right to the top because it's all secondary from then on out. I don't know what it's like physically. But I got to tell you, if I would take you out on my arm, I wouldn't be using you for the sex part. I'd be using you because guess what? Every guy in the world, doesn't matter what they think. You're already done. See, you're out with me, and I take you to a couple places where I need to take you. I'm answering these questions. Are you fucking kidding me? Nope, I'm not kidding. What's it like?
Yeah.
I'm taking the over because guess what? Whether I touch you or not, I'm lying my fucking ass off. Lying my ass off. I'm lying.
Billy's, his buddy goes, "You're kidding me." Billy goes, "Nah, she begs for it." That's what Billy says.
I'll say, dude, when she's on all fours, it's amazing.
Oh my God.
She flips that little black hair. Let me tell you something. I've got 10 guys in front of me in 3 minutes going, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, and then I look at him and say, eat ass,
You're
you freaking
hysterical.
swamp rats. Quit licking your lips. Off limits.
Bunch of
And
tire kickers.
I'll walk out the door. I'll give her a high five and some knuckles and say, thank you, baby. That was good.
Aw. See,
And
you're such a sweetheart, Billy. You really are.
Yeah,
but you need to understand that. See, it's easy for you to say, I want the romance and I want the. Hey, guess what? You know what? Half of
That's
that
true.
is in the
That
bag.
is kind of
Unless you're
true,
dating
Lisa.
Brad
What?
Pitt.
What's
Unless
true?
You can be
dating Brad
picky.
Pitt or somebody like that, which you have. You know what? You know damn well that you want a guy like Steve Day who would adore you forever and whatever. But we don't know that enough yet. Or anybody that's out there that. But you don't want that right
Steve
now.
J just passed out.
Steve Day would faint. He would have to call 911.
I don't know, man. I think Steve could pull some hot chicks.
Well,
I don't think.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know about that picture. I think it's 1986.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, that's his high school picture.
But that's okay.
Of course, I
think
used to
at the end
always
of the
hate
day-
the guys that had mustaches in high school.
See?
Those guys, there's something wrong with. I think the word is smarming.
I had a full
Now,
beard.
see, Lisa is a goddess.
See?
All right,
Told you.
watch it. Don't go there. You got to say, yeah, Lisa's okay. That'll get her. There you
So,
go. That's how
I
you
think-
work that.
I think that Lisa Marie is a 10. I actually know Lisa Marie, and from her, she's a powerful woman and personality. I would probably make it a few months because we have the same goals. We have the same goals. We have the same.
We're both
journey.
entrepreneurs.
We're
both,
we want to create our own name and do our own thing.
create our own destiny. You know.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you know what?
There you
I've
go.
done that, and I set it up perfectly. And I had the right team around me. And you know what? It just wasn't for me at this moment because I've already had that 3 times over. So now it's about taking a good look at Billy, finding romance, finding what my journey looks like. And I'm on it. I'm in the middle of this journey. I have special people in my life that you guys know about. I have special things happening in my life that you guys know about. And all that's because you guys. I wouldn't be able to
since your mindset changed, you've had all kinds of good things start to come to you.
That's the universe.
Oh, that's
called the
what
universe.
happens, Lisa.
That is the
Lisa,
universe.
I take back what I said a couple weeks ago. Maybe I don't know if it was on the air or not. I have dated, and the funny thing was when I worked, I was a youth group leader, and so I was really focused on that. Had a lot of fun. I had lots of friends, a real good community. Wasn't thinking about dating. So then I thought to myself, all my other youth group leaders started getting married. And I'm like going, hey, wait a minute.
What
So
about
I
me?
started dating. Let me tell you, the minute I started kind of looking, oh my God, it was like dominoes. It's like 4 or 5 girls are like going, lady, would you like to go? No, shut up, Billy. I don't mean that. I don't mean that these girls are throwing it at me. I'm just saying I had several to choose from where the previous 10 years I had nothing.
But when
and
you
all
work
of a sudden
on
I've got like 3.
Oh,
what the hell am I doing?
Hey, Lee,
when you start
Lee,
to work on yourself and you do your inner work, that's when everything starts to come to you.
Right.
That's the way the universe works.
That's when your game has to be the strongest because you just can't do this, and this. You got to stick to what's going on and what you're doing. So you guys will love a little part of this journey and share a little bit that, I'm looking at a couple of places and I have to move. I have, without anything else, I'm not going into the karma bus for problems with the landlord I'm with. It's no big deal. Everybody knows. So I'm in a place where I'm looking and I'm literally looking for the next
It's just like, look how big it is.
Right.
Bigger than my head.
Right. How's the romance?
That's what Billy says too. Look how big it is.
How's the romance factor? How's this? How's this gonna? That's how I'm shopping for this place. I looked at a place. I got a beautiful view of the Washington Monument. I mean, does that matter? The next place, I got this beautiful bay window, and it looks over a bunch of magnolias and beautiful flowers and all this. I'm looking at it like, if I bring a woman home to this, what's it going to be like? Now, I love my condo now, but every time I brought a woman home, I'm like in the basement of a woman's home.
Yeah.
Right. I don't care
doubt.
what I got to do if I got to work 5 jobs, but that's what Lisa Marie has brought out and shown. So romance for me is setting the tone at the place that you want to be with the person you want to be and figuring it out and then getting in there and doing what I'm doing. But don't think for 1 second I'm not panicking at 11 o'clock and going, do I text her or do I not, Lisa? Do I call her? Exactly. What do I do? Am I not? And I give her the whole spiel. And she's like, doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't do
Billy.
That. Back off of this.
I just occurred to me, I know where you need to live. You need to go and follow Punch from Chips and get an apartment like he had.
I'll tell you what.
All the girls around the pool.
Both of these places I'm at are freaking babe factories. So I'm not worried about it. It's going to be an upgrade. It's going to be an upgrade from the basement I live in, which is a nice condo. It's a good place. Yeah. But you know what? I mean, even that girl I dated for the longest amount of time, she's like, you know what? I liked it so much I would go to a basement of a woman's home with you. I was like, that's because I have a talented mouth. Right.
Well,
I love you.
So here's a question for you. Okay, Billy, this is for you. Not really for Lisa. This is a guy thing, kind of. So if you have an apartment and it's one of these apartments like they have in LA where there's a pool in the middle of the courtyard, and there's it's a bag factory. I mean, beautiful women.
I saw that movie. It was called Tommy Boy.
Yeah. So listen. So all you women, who do you invite over to your apartment? Your buddies or another woman?
Well, it all depends on where your game's at.
I want to bring my buddies over and say, take a look. Look where I live.
One of the places I'm moving is like that. It's called River Place. It's right down on the Potomac in Roslyn. It's a single person factory. And then it's now become a not old, but a middle-aged, my age person's factory. So it's switching. Dude, it's completely that. The pool isn't open right now and stuff, so it's kind of been shut down. But you can walk, to Roslyn. I can walk up. I can get in an Uber up the hill. It's easy. So I've got a lot of decisions to make. But I'm going to decide based on, certain factors in my life and things. Yeah. And then the other one's off of Glebe Road, which is kind of cool, off 2nd Street and Glebe Road. Still off the pike, but I would have to drive. But I love, making these choices based on what's next. That's the thing. Yep. What's next for Billy? What's he going to do to get off the 2-year shit list? Because, listen, meeting women and having women and doing stuff, never been the problem. Keeping them long-term and having a plan has been. So I'm going to have to listen to Lisa and do what she says to do.
Hey, Billy. Tom says, if a chick doesn't like my house, I'll take her to one of my other 5 houses.
See? And guess what? That dude gets it.
Yeah.
That's a Billy statement, and that's right.
Oh, and Steve Day answered your question. Actually, my picture is 2 years old. I do need a new one.
Get out of here. You look like a model. And if Lisa doesn't go out with you, I would.
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, man.
You go camping with Steve Day, Billy?
Jesus. You guys. I
lost your volume, Billy.
Probably a good thing.
I'm glad I segued a lot of stuff. I love the laughter with you guys. I'm, Bill Knowles called me the other day and he said, "You're a pussy." You know what? You almost cried, Derek. I was like, listen, if you don't cry, listen to Derek Pearson, you got issues.
Yeah, you got that issues. Was powerful.
And it's going to be powerful again this week. He's already going through some stuff. He hasn't even touched on half his journey. Wait till he talks about when he was ill and moving to Houston and getting a job, and then the national radio show came. He believes. Yeah, that's
Monday, right?
What's the name of his show, and when does he have it on the air?
It's every day, 11 to 2. 11 to 2. Central.
Okay.
Right. So 9
and it's DP and what?
9 to 12. 9 to 12, Nebraska. Lincoln.
DP and what?
I forget the name. DP and something, but the link's easy. You can get it on anything. And they talk sports. He knows everything. Yeah. He's a member of every sports
We'll put
club.
the link up Monday.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we will. We'll have all the links up
He was
Monday.
so taken with our show. He was like, you know what? I mean, you guys are going places, and you got the right combo of people and everything else. He goes, you know what? I took one look at Lisa Marie, and I was like, I know what they're doing. And then I heard her talk, and I was like, yeah, they got more going on than that. Because I love that phone call. Man, you got to have the beautiful girl. No, we don't. I need the smart girl. I need the smart, educated, direct person.
All women are beautiful, but they're not all smart. I agree with you, Billy, 100%. So I got no problem. We just got to make sure we have somebody who can have good banter, good talk, doesn't take too much offense. And they're all beautiful. Lisa is the epitome, but they're all beautiful.
30 minutes before we went on the air, she's screaming, yelling at us. We're screaming, yelling at her. We're doing this. Finally, I had to say, Lee, you're the producer. Make the decision. Make a call for once in your life. For God's sake. And you know what? You did. You did well. As
I think I told you both to. I think I told both y'all to shut up, and I was going to produce it.
He needs to get one of the referee shirts, the black and white stripes. That's what
I'm wearing one next week. I'm wearing a referee shirt.
That's what you need to. He's not the producer. He's the referee now.
I'm wearing a striped shirt next week.
You guys are fully aware I'm holding back a little bit. I got a lot of pressure on me right now with the move, and the new job, and the new things, and trying to figure out, who's in my life, who's not in my life, what I'm doing, and how I'm doing it, and I'm navigating it the right way, and I have the right people. So you're exactly right.
Yeah, no question.
And Amy too. I mean, I watch Amy. I don't watch you idiots on Friday night. Amy has got game.
Yes, she does. She's amazing.
Oh, my God.
She's amazing. All right, listen, we got to wrap this thing up, guys. Hold on. I want to say hi. We all want to say hi to Mike Hertz. Thanks, dude, for tuning in. Nate Daniels. He was one of the DC Defenders, man. A good wide receiver. Tom Hawksworth. Where do we know him from? Lisa, do you know Tom?
He's one of my friends, yeah.
One of your friends. Okay, he's a trip. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Jerry Humphreys, Kevin Spillin, and Tura Arsala, Kerry Crawford, Pat Malone, Steve Day, Pam Green, Ross Amando.
Dude,
so I love her name, by the way.
Name.
I love her. It's the best. Ross Amando. And I have that special DJ voice for that. Let's get ready to rumble.
So next week, I want to say it here first. I kept Lisa at bay. I kept everything at bay. Next week, we go right at it from the first bell.
Yeah, well, we talked about it most of the time.
We're talking about sex next week.
We're going to talk about sex, baby.
If anybody has questions,
and me, we're going to talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be.
We're going to talk about
sex. So
all right, Lee, you're going to have to put that song up.
All right, I will. Listen, I got one more. Hold on a minute. Let's do something real quick here. Someone else commented. Hold on. I got to do this real quick. Hold on, guys. I made another one today, another intro promo kind of thing, but it was rendering during that whole time. Somebody had one. Tom Hawksworth. Okay, here you go. Tom Hawksworth. He said, I'll put it up. You can't read it though; it's too small. Lisa captured my attention. Otherwise, you two guys wouldn't have gotten anywhere near as much of my time watching. I'm glad, though, you guys are okay. This topic is entertaining. I honestly think I might be a little different than most people. I've been through more than my share. I don't know, Billy.
Well, next week? Ask some questions and we'll answer.
Tom, you can get me offline because I would probably enjoy the conversation.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
But I will say this to Lisa on the exit. I've been on Jets with Stars. I've dated country music's elite. I have been around the world, and I have loved all the girls I've loved before that walked in and out my door.
Pepe Le Pew.
I am ready for romance. I want somebody that just digs it. I'm ready to put that Billy away and find a new Billy and take all the heat that comes with it.
Billy, I just got you speaking French with Pepe Le Pew. Oh, my darling, you are so beautiful.
Dude, that was Julio Iglesias. To all the girls I've loved.
Hold on. Here's another promo I made. Somehow it didn't render the picture of Lisa. That sucks. Okay, I don't know what happened because Lisa, I made a collage of you, and it's supposed to have a different music. It's supposed to have
I don't know.
Love American Style.
I told you, he's stuck in the 70s, Lisa. He's stuck and
Yeah,
buried in
Lee's
the 70s.
good. Lee's a good referee. He's good to have
All
around.
right, well, next week, it's wide open. Make sure you do not have your children around the TVs. I'm going to use words you may not have heard
Disclaimer.
that only
Yeah.
we can go with on cable. If Lisa,
right.
if Lisa Marie blushes, I've had a good show.
You make me blush on every show.
Oh, I love you. You're the greatest.
Love you too, Billy.
All right, guys. Peace out. Love you both. You're
All
awesome.
right, thanks for
Out.
watching,
And
everybody.
Billy, one last thing to Billy. Billy, you will never die alone. I'll be right there with you, pal.
Who's
Don't
that?
worry about it.
Is that you?
Huh? That's me.
Is that you?
That's
Thanks,
me,
Lee.
baby. I'll be
He'll
there.
be holding the shovel. All right.
All right,
next week.
peace out, guys. Nice.
Peace out.
Bye.
Lee, I know you were expecting a hockey game tonight, but I really wanted to bring you something that's completely different. Although it's on ice, it is players, but it's ice dancing.
You know what?
Just check it out.
You said, wear your hockey jersey.
Watch it. He's
I
on
said,
the ice.
yeah. Oh,
Watch
there
it.
he
He's
comes.
going around.
All
He's
right.
going around the boards right now. He's going around. He catches up. Oh, he crashed. Oh, my God. But that's perfect. That's just like hockey. It's great.
You know what? It's not like hockey because that guy is wearing sequins, man.
Lee,
That's not hockey.
Lee, you need more joy in your life.
No,
Maybe
I don't
That's why I
think-
came to ice dancing.
Oh.
Joy, more joy in your life. You got to go to the MoreJoy.com.
I want to see people hit each other, and you know what? You can't even get beer here.
I know, but this is all about joy. We brought you to Ice Dancing for Joy,
Derek
just
line
like
one,
LMB
patient
Show.
information at Q15. Derek line one,
MoreJoy.com. They
patient
click on the
information
LMB
at
Show,
Q15.
and they listen to us on Friday nights. That's joy.
All right. Well, you know what? I think that's a good idea, and I'll just try to be more joyful. But again, no hot dogs, no popcorn. They don't have none of that stuff here.
I'll buy you some. Click, connect, listen. LMB Show.